way that kids can stay safe is actually through teaching from parents. They need to let their kids know the rules of the road. In Green Bay, Ben Charco, NBC 26.
And as we look forward to these hot summer months, state leaders also warning parents during today's Heat Awareness Day. Officials say in the past 5 years, 39 people have died and thousands have fallen ill in Wisconsin because of heat-related conditions. Wisconsin Emergency Management says it is important to check on the most vulnerable regularly, like children, the elderly, and people with heart conditions. The 3 tips that apply to everyone are stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay informed of local weather forecasts. Well, more than 400,000 claims have already been filed by Wisconsin parents for the state's child sales tax rebate. The Department of Revenue predicts nearly 700,000 households will file claims by the July 2nd deadline. The child sales tax rebate is a $100 per child refund for sales taxes paid on purchases made for raising dependent children last year. If you'd like more information on how to apply, you can click on this story on NBC26.com. Well, coming up, they are Wisconsin's darlings, a young power couple making a difference. How Sam Decker and Olivia Harlan's wedding is supporting families in need.
You're connected to NBC 26 News at 6 with Stacey Engebretson, John Erickson, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, and Sports Director Charlie Sakaitis. NBC 26 News at 6, keeping you connected. And now, your Storm Shield forecast with NBC 26 Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
Well, we had some patchy frost north of Green Bay earlier this morning. Temperatures across the UP got down into the lower 30s. In Crivets, it hit 34 degrees, and we really didn't warm up all that much today as far as, summer heat is concerned. And that means high temperatures have been above normal only 1 of the first 6 days. So how are we looking the next 7 days? Well, our normal high temperature is 73, and it's going to be about 50-50. Some days will be below that. Some days will be above that. There is really no hot weather in the forecast as we head through the next 7 to 10 days. Right now, we are looking at a mixture of 50s, 60s, and 70s. 70s where we've had lots of sunshine over the last couple of hours. 50s where we're still dealing with a lot of clouds and an easterly flow coming in off of Lake Michigan. Right now in Green Bay, it is sunny and 68 with southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. In Appleton, it is sunny and 70 with a dew point of 52 degrees. Here is that area of showers and thunderstorms that made its way across northeast Wisconsin during the morning hours. As expected, it was falling apart as it moved through, but there were some brief heavy downpours and a little bit of thunder and lightning. Everything quickly falling apart as it shifted off towards the east. And tonight, as you take a look at the Badger State as a whole, you can see that it is dry. Now, having said that, there is a weak little system across the northwestern part of the state right now. That'll swing through here later on tonight. As it does so, it may touch off an isolated shower or sprinkle. More importantly, we're going to see a wind shift back to the north and east as we head into tomorrow morning. Now, behind that system, high pressure is in control. And underneath that area of high pressure, there was lots of sunshine. Temperatures were in the 70s, and we're going to see those 70s move back in for tomorrow across most of the viewing area. Temperatures will be cooler near the lake with that northeast wind that'll be breezy at times. Skycast shows a lot of sunshine across the area tomorrow morning. Sunshine will mix with a few clouds at times throughout the day. We'll have mostly clear skies tomorrow night, and then on Friday, sunshine will slowly give way to increasing clouds as our next chance of showers and thunderstorms arrives, especially during the late afternoon and evening. Friday's high temperatures will once again be in the 60s across the eastern part of the viewing area to the 70s from central and western sections. So your forecast for tonight calls for patchy clouds, maybe a sprinkle. Most areas will stay dry. Lows will be in the 50s. Tomorrow, sun and clouds, highs in the 70s. Once again, it'll be cooler near the lake, 60s right along the lake shore, closer to 80 west of Oshkosh across central Wisconsin. On Friday, sun and clouds, a chance for some showers and thunderstorms, especially late. That activity will linger into Saturday morning with slowly decreasing clouds. We can expect gusty winds on Saturday with highs only in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Lower to mid 70s on Sunday, so Sunday looking to be the nicer of the 2 weekend days. 78 on Monday, mostly sunny skies, and then we'll have a chance for a few more showers and thunderstorms as we head into Tuesday. All right, I started the weathercast with some frost. We're going to to wrap it up with some snow. And that's not snow up in Canada or in northern Maine or in the mountains out west. That is snow that is in Appleton right now, Stacy.
Makes me gasp.
I know. Left over from all that snow we had back in April, the big snowstorm. Of course, they had to pile it all in one location, getting it off the roads in the parking lot, and it's still sitting there. It's hard to believe that we had 97 degrees about 10 days ago, and there's all that snow.
It is. That just underlines how massive and the impact of that huge storm. We call it the storm of the century.
Yeah, I think we should have a contest to see when it's going to melt.
I think we should.
End of July, end of June, maybe early July. Who knows? 4th of July?
All right. I think we should almost make a little mini snowman, too.
Yeah.
You know, why not?
Why not?
Well, the invitation likely isn't in the mail, but you can still be a part of Sam Decker's wedding. How the Badger turned NBA star is helping others just by tying the knot. Welcome back. You may not be on the guest list, but you can still show a pair of Wisconsin celebrities your support of their upcoming union. NBA player and former UW Badger star Sam Decker, a Sheboygan native, and ESPN reporter Olivia Harlan are getting married next month in Door County. Instead of gifts, they're asking their fans and wedding guests to take the money they would have spent and donate it to the Children's Cancer Family Foundation in honor of their nuptials.
Just to be able to give back and help out and also enjoy it along the way has been really cool, and see the community outreach and the help that we've gotten from all the people around us. You know, it's near and dear to our heart, and it's bigger than anything we do.
Decker and Harlan have helped with numerous fundraisers for the Children's Cancer Family Foundation over the past 4 years. The organization provides financial assistance and fun, free events for families enduring the frightening and costly journey of pediatric cancer. And if you would like to donate, we have a link on our website, NBC26.com. And be sure to tune in tonight at 10 to hear more from Decker as well as Harlan in our NBC 26 Cares. Well, coming up, a day game for the Brewers after a late night. It's right back to work. We'll let you know if the Bats woke up with the rest of the team. That's next in sports.
And now, NBC 26 Sports with Sports Director Charlie Sakaitis.
Welcome back to the show. The Brewer fan base has been bumping and thumping, ranting and raving about this club that sits atop the National League, but it's not a long-lived confidence, and little stumbles can rock the boat. Cleveland has dropped, or rather the Brewers have dropped 2 straight, and they're going against Cleveland, trying to avoid a 3rd L here against the American League leader. Milwaukee getting on the board first, top 3. Travis Shaw puts a worthy move on this offering, sneaks it through the infield. Carlos Carrasco trots home 1-0. Brewers in front. Oh, and how about this? I spy with my little eye. Is that a cheesehead in the crowd? I like the effort. Now to the defensive side of the ball, Jose Ramirez with a little bloop shot. Christian Yelich comes screaming in with a slide that keeps it at a 1-0 game. Take a second look. Got to get the knees dirty sometimes. But in the 5th, here comes Cleveland. 1-1 game when Jose Ramirez rips one down the right field line. A pair of Clevelanders cross the plate. 3-1 contest. 3-1 the final. That's 3 straight losses for the Brewers. Looking at the standings in the Central, the Crew still on top by a game and a half, but the Cubs are closing that gap. St. Louis 3 back, Pittsburgh in shouting distance at 6, and the Reds are somewhere playing on a minor league baseball field that seems 15 and a half games back. It's still not illegal here in Wisconsin, or it's still not legal rather here in Wisconsin, but right now a recent ruling allowing states to dictate their own rules on sports gambling is affecting leagues including the NFL going forward. This past week I got a chance to ask Aaron Rodgers about these changes, and he seems to be taking a wait-and-see approach so far.
You know, there's going to be some further conversations around that issue of gambling and how the NFL and the NBA, Major League Baseball and hockey can find a way to regulate it so that it keeps the fairness and the integrity of the game. But, I mean, we got a team going to Vegas, so they're obviously aware of all that comes with that.
For those tracking at home, Delaware just joined the short list of states that are now allowing sports betting at this point. Nevada has had it for quite some time, and it is estimated that as many as 14 different states could legalize the practice in the next 2 years. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the sports keeping you connected. I'm Charlie Sakaitis for NBC 26.
Thank you, Charlie. Up next, we could see some sprinkles tonight, but lots of sunshine in our live Green Bay Tower cam right now. Cameron has your final forecast when we return. Let's check in now with Cassandra Duvall to see what's new tonight on the Now Wisconsin. Cassandra?
Well, Stacey, you've heard about sanctuary cities for immigration. Now, with guns such a hot topic, sanctuary counties for gun owners are now a thing. Chris Welch takes us to one of them. That's next on the Now Wisconsin. Stacey?
All right, a final check on our forecast tonight. The sun's shining right now, but you know, we may see some sprinkles tonight you were mentioning.
Yes, for most of us, lots of sunshine right now and right through sunset. There is a weak little system that'll pass through overnight. It may touch off a light shower or a sprinkle, not a big deal. Tomorrow, some patchy fog is possible early, and then we'll see pretty nice conditions for the rest of the day. It'll be a little breezy at times, especially near the bay and lake. For most of us, high temperatures will be in the lower to mid 70s, but ranging from the 60s near Lake Michigan to around 80 across central Wisconsin. On Saturday, showers and thunderstorms are possible early, then decreasing clouds with gusty northeast winds. Sunday looks great, though, with lots of sunshine and highs near 75 degrees.
Make your plans, Charlie, for
Make
Sunday.
them now, get ready.
Thanks for connecting with us here at 6. Have a wonderful night.
Let's get to our lineup here on this Wednesday. Millions of people suffer from mental health illness. Yeah, getting the right treatment, it can be tough, it can be expensive. We're looking at a few more affordable options. And you've heard about sanctuary cities for immigration. Well, now sanctuary counties for gun owners. That's a thing. Chris Welch is going to take you to one of them. And later, if your head spins when you think about money, you're definitely not alone. Your head might be spinning when we tell you cats could be a solution. Now, we're going to get into one woman's quirky idea. It's a story that you'll only see today here on The Now.
All right, a busy night on the Now Wisconsin. I'm Cassandra Duvall. John has the night off. People in Shawano County are worried Shawano Lake might not be an attractive spot for tourists this summer after a decision by the federal government to lower water levels. NBC 26's Mo Hyder is live tonight in Shawano County with more. Mo?
Yeah, Cassandra, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, also known as FERC, is the agency that regulates a lot of dams. They've ordered the water here at Shawano Lake to go down about 5 inches. The community now is fighting back. Now, earlier today, at a meeting with the DNR, they held a discussion about the problems with low water levels. County officials and business owners say with shallow water, it makes it harder to go fishing around here. Boats can also get damaged, and it can lower property values. The DNR says after studying the issue, the water level should be raised back up, and it won't cause any problems. County officials hope to see the water raised back up soon for tourism.
People that come from the valley area to Shawano, they come from southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois up to this area. You know, if the lake levels are low, they're not going to want to get out on the lake.
And the community and the DNR will be drafting up a letter to send to FERC asking them to raise the water level back up. They hope to send it out by the end of the day. We also did reach out to FERC ourselves. They have not responded to our request just yet. For the Now Wisconsin and Shawano County, Mo Hyder, NBC 26.
All right, thanks so much, Mo. Well, today is Heat Awareness Day in Wisconsin, a reminder that hot conditions can turn dangerous quickly. In the last 5 years, 39 people have died in Wisconsin and thousands more have fallen ill or even been hospitalized because of the heat. So to stay safe during extreme heat, stay cool in air-conditioned buildings and avoid direct sunlight. Also, stay hydrated. Don't wait until you're thirsty to drink plenty of water. We'll take a look at this. Despite the heat, there is still snow in Appleton. That's right. It may not look like snow because it's dirty now, but it's what's left over from the mid-April snowstorm. It's tucked inside a parking ramp in the city of Appleton. Well, it's time to get a check on our weather tonight. Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland out there on our weather deck. Cameron, your prediction as to how long that snow is going to last.
Yeah, I know. We need to get a contest going here. Based on the size of it right now and the weather forecast, there's a chance it could see early July. Wouldn't that be crazy? To sit on top of the snowpack and watch fireworks in downtown Appleton. All right, today we had Mother Nature's fireworks in a form of a dying thunderstorm complex that moved across the state. You can see it here on Storm Shield radar. Just some brief heavy rain showers in a couple of spots, a little bit of thunder and lightning, and that was about it. But the clouds behind that thunderstorm complex, you know, they stuck around most of the day. Finally, some sunshine breaking out within the last couple of hours. And right now we do have sunshine across most of northeast Wisconsin. Still some clouds hanging on north and east of Green Bay. Temperatures right now range from the 50s near Lake Michigan to the mid 70s west of the Fox Valley. In Green Bay right now, it is 68 degrees. In Oshkosh, with lots of sunshine, the temperature has warmed up to 71. All in all, it's been a cool June as far as high temperatures are concerned. High temperatures have been below normal 5 of the first 6 days, and tomorrow's going to be a close call. The normal high is 73. Now, as we work our way through the rest of the night, it's not going to be completely quiet. We've actually got a weak little system coming through that may touch off an isolated shower. As we move through tomorrow, sunshine mixing with a few clouds, and then Thursday night into Friday, we'll watch a frontal boundary kind of approach from the west, and that means our chances for showers and thunderstorms will be going back up, especially by Friday evening into Saturday morning. Tonight, variable cloudiness, can't rule out a sprinkle. Most will be dry. A little bit of patchy fog is possible. Not as cold as last night. Lows will be in the 50s. Last night, we had 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, a mixture of sun and clouds, highs mainly in the lower to mid 70s, but it will be cooler near Lake Michigan with a gusty northeast wind at times. Most spots will be in the 60s. Cassandra?
All right. Thanks so much, Cameron. We'll check back in with you in just a bit. Chris?
Let's check in on the Now News feed here. Congressman Steve Scalise back on the baseball field. Scalise had multiple surgeries after being shot at practice last year. Republican Jeff Flake tweeting this picture today. Scalise tweeting, "It is good to be back." Well, today, civil rights lawyers suing the U.S. government about that controversial question on the 2020 census. It asks whether someone is a citizen. The suit claims the question intentionally discriminates against immigrants. Well, the head of Qatar Airways saying he's sorry for a comment he made this week. Akbar al-Bakr said only a man could do his job because it's very demanding. Now, he says that comment was a joke and the media sensationalized it. More people going to psychiatrists now than their primary care doctor for mental health issues. It's according to a new study in from the CDC. Now, the CDC pointed out that 78% of these psychiatrist visits were made by patients with no insurance. But what if you can't really afford it? Well, there are definitely resources out there. For example, there are federally qualified health centers. They're community-based clinics. You really just pay what you can. That's what your fee is. Now, if you qualify for Medicaid, try looking for a psychologist or psychiatrist in your network. Medicaid will give you access to free mental health care. And chances are there is a university hospital nearby. Students in their psychology or psychiatry programs will usually offer sessions for a low fee. I have to show you this picture here. It is graphic, it is painful. It is from the Las Vegas Fire Department. It's getting a lot of attention. This baby, tough to look at, with some bad burns on their body. The department said it was from water that came out of a garden hose. Now, that tweet says that water in a hose, well, it left in the sun, it can reach temperatures of 130 to 140 degrees. So make sure you run the water for a few minutes before letting your kids play. All right, let's check back in on our lineup here. Now, you've heard about sanctuary cities before when we talk about immigration, but guns, obviously such a hot topic in this country. And sanctuary counties for gun owners, that's now a thing. Chris Welch going to take us to one of them. That's next when the Now continues. Welcome back to the Now. I'm Chris Stewart. Wellness travel. Have you ever heard of it? It's kind of like a vacation, except your main activity is working out. Travelers say it's more than just fitness, but this latest trend, it's more popular than you might think. The Now's Andy Taylor found out it is already a $1 billion industry.
Most of us, when we think about a vacation, we think about laying out by a pool and sipping on a margarita. But now people are trading in drinks for weights.
2 more. Last
one. Tone It Up, a woman empowerment fitness site, has created one of the biggest wellness retreats, bringing people from all over the world together to spend a weekend working up a sweat.
Stand-up paddle boarding. We had lots of yoga, cardio, stuff like that. We did a 5K in a national park outside of Miami. It was a lot of fun.
Nicole Knight booked her 4-day trip to Miami with Tone It Up.
Working out and pushing my limits and kind of expanding into different things of fitness, trying different workouts and things, really boosted up my confidence to push me to do that, to go to the retreat.
When it comes to this new vacation trend, Nicole is not alone. According to Global Wellness Institute, wellness vacations brought in $563 billion in 2015 and expected to grow to $808 billion by 2020. The wellness retreat wasn't cheap. Nicole spent $2,200.
You might think of it only working out, but it's really more about making a connection and doing it while working out. But it's not. It's also like we had a lot of moments at the pool, drinking cocktails.
From private workout classes, DJs to yachts, and even staying at the Ritz-Carlton, Nicole said the retreat was well worth the price.
And I would pay that 1,000,000 times over again. Like, if I had the opportunity again to do it, I would 100% do it.
For the Now, I'm Annie Taylor.
Annie, thank you. And let's face it, who hasn't dreamed about just finding a lot of money? But if you're in that situation, do you keep it, call it fate, or do you return it if it's not yours? Well, real scenario played out for a family. Bank of America sending them a check for $1 million. Now, they were expecting some money, but not that much. The family, they celebrated, but then they had to make a decision.
We prayed about it, and we realized that the best thing to do is to glorify God with everything that we do, and so we decided to just take it back.
Yeah, so Bank of America, they didn't actually give them anything for doing the right thing, and they didn't explain how that mistake happened in the first place.
Oh, that's too bad. They should have got something for being honest. Well, do you have your calendar handy? Well, the date is now set for Packers Family Night. The big night is slated for August 4th. Now, leading up to Family Night, the Packers are hosting a 4-day free festival for fans of all ages. The Packers Experience begins July 26th on the first day of training camp with live music, a replica team locker room, kids football clinics, photo stations, and much more. Tickets for Packers Family Night go on sale June 27th. All right, now it's time for Charlie Sakaitis. In the world of sports tonight, he's talking about champions acting like champions. It's today's tape. Charlie?
Yesterday, President Donald Trump uninvited the Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles to the White House. But he didn't have to go through that last-minute cancellation with the WNBA's Minnesota Lynx because, according to head coach Cheryl Reeve, they never got an invitation in the first place after winning their championship this past year. That didn't keep them out of Washington, D.C., though. Instead, the champs decided to celebrate in the most charitable of ways by giving back this afternoon at Payne Elementary School, where shockingly, disturbingly, a full 30% of its students are homeless. The team handed out shoes and socks to kids that sorely needed them. Nike and Jordan Brand and DTLR all helping with the cause. And the faces on those who received these gifts more than appreciative. The joy on their faces almost magical in a soul-healing kind of way. We've reached strange times and strange days in America where sport and politics seem consistently to intersect with one another and oftentimes stumbling, tripping, and falling when they do. But perhaps the Lynx have found the right path to navigate these waters. If these White House trips are going to continue to be so controversial in this climate, perhaps they should be canceled altogether and instead replaced by a service event similar to what the Lynx have done. Both the Cavs and Warriors have already announced that they won't be taking a trip to visit President Trump after the NBA Finals, and no matter your opinion on that decision, if that trivial photo op gets replaced with meaningful expressions of charity work, I think that's a win. The ladies have already gone first on this one, so I put the challenge to LeBron and Steph and all the rest of